My name's Darren, I'm an Applebeam producer. This is Paul, who's also
Hi.
an Applebeam producer. The question we get asked most is what happens in the studio. The first thing we do is get an idea of what you want. So we'll listen to some famous songs, get an idea of what sound, what production you want, and then we'll work out the basics, which would be the chords and the tempo. From there we can build the song up using guitar, keyboard, bass, and structure the song to start sounding like you want it to sound. When we're about 80%, I don't know about you, Paul, but I usually, after about 80%, start getting the vocals down.
Yeah, and then finish the track off.
Yeah,
With the vocals down.
around the vocal.
Definitely.
I mean, for me, the vocals are the most important. So it's good to get some music down so you can record to it, so the vocalist has got some kind of vibe to sing against. And then finish the music around the vocals so that the melodies can work with the vocal melody correctly.
Totally.
One thing I don't do is record bands. So what's the difference when you record bands, Paul? How do you approach it?
Well, first of all, you've got to make sure the tempo. Another thing, you've got to make sure the band's playing the right tempo.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want is a band, you've laid down the tracks and you're trying to stand to track the song now with the guitars and the vocals, and you realise that the song isn't fast enough or too fast.
Do you do the drums first? Do you record them?
Yes, you can do. Well, it's a number of ways you can do it, but usually, yeah, the drums are always done first.
Right.
So one of the first things is to make sure the drummer knows the tempo.
Right.
So when you're happy with that, then you can start laying down the drums. But then again, with the drums like the vocals, you can do multiple takes and pick the best bits. So you get the drums sounding really cool, everything's in time, everybody's happy, and then you start tracking up the guitars.
Do you use a click for the drums, or do you do it naturally?
We can either do either or. You know, I prefer to do with a click, but if the drummer's not used to it, that's not a problem.
Yeah, sure.
So either or.